Well, there was a report just a few minutes ago that Carmelo was informed his time will be ending here soon. Is that inaccurate?
Yeah, that's inaccurate.
What is going on, guys? So there's been a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation on Carmelo Anthony, who's really been getting kind of backlash lately. It all started when he was in New York. People were saying how he's not a winner, he's not a team player, how he's like basically selfish and this and that. And then he went over to OKC, where people thought maybe it was a good start, they could be something, a big three, and then it turns out they were a disaster and everyone was blaming Melo. After that, now he's in Houston and people are going back at him like they're starting so bad. They were in the Western Conference Finals last year, now they can't win a game, and everyone's just basically saying it's all Carmelo's fault. So basically he's been getting criticized over and over again for the past couple years on how he's not a team player, how he can't shoot, he's basically washed up, and he shouldn't be in the league anymore. But yeah, guys, before we begin, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 2,300 subs. It's a milestone for me. I know it's not that much for a lot of people, but hey, for me that is. So thank you guys so much. If you're new, please subscribe, and let's just get into the video.
I was good on my own, that's the way it was. That's the way it was. You was good on the low for a faded fuck.
So where we're gonna start off with this video is Steven Jackson's reaction and what he basically has to say to this. So I'm just gonna be quiet. Let's have a listen to what he has to say.
Yep, I'm always the first to say the real shit, and I'm always the first to say facts, and all these other shows take it and make it seem like they heard it first on the shows and all this, which is bullshit, but I'm used to it. But let me say this. Me, AI, and a couple other players, they trying to blackball Melo. Why the season just starting? Why they coming up and saying your time with the team is almost up and the season's just starting? You see what I'm saying? They trying to blackball Melo and push him out the league and make sure it looks like he can't play no more, or making sure it looks like every team he goes to he's a problem or he's a cancer on the team in the locker room, which is so far from being true. I can name 50 people Melo better than right now in the NBA. I can name 50 people he's a better teammate than. So don't believe this narrative that they're trying to put out there that Melo is just a cancer and he can't play and he just make every team bad. That's BS. I'm telling y'all because I know it from experience. Remember I told y'all that they're trying to blackball Melo, and that shit ain't cool at all. So people like, nah, Jack, Melo washed up, Melo done. Bro, if you know anything about basketball, and if you look at all these players in the league right now, you can't tell me Melo ain't better than 50 players in the league. You can't tell me Melo ain't better than 100 players in the league. Look at the players in the league before you reply. And don't make your opinion on your emotions, okay? I'm not employed by none of these players. I'm not employed by none of these teams. I'm speaking facts on what I know from experience. Don't make your opinion on if you're a fan of this player or if you hate this player. I ain't got no skin in the game. But what I will say is what I do know. And Melo is better than still better than a lot of players in this game. I don't want to hear he don't play no D. Who play D in the NBA now? This is about 10 people. So don't use the he can't play D, okay? Don't want to hear that. It's a lot of people that don't play no D in the NBA if you know the game. Facts, they blackballing this man. I know y'all don't want to hear the truth. You can get it from me though. And I gotta continue to harp on this because people that watch basketball and just watch and don't know the game, y'all won't think of stuff like this. Everybody talk about how Houston is a bad defensive team. Melo don't play D. They traded away one of their best defenders. And everybody that know basketball knew that they was going to struggle at the beginning of the season without Trevor Ariza, okay? Everybody knew that. I said it before anybody said it. They're going to struggle without Trevor Ariza. He's their best defender, and he can knock down a shot. P.J. Tucker's a great defender, but they need each other to play great defense on great players, okay? The coach is not a defensive coach. He's never been a great defensive coach. So if y'all blaming Melo and the team for the defense, blame the coach. He's an offensive coach. What has he won? He's never been a great defensive coach. I hope y'all don't think he's just because you're a good coach, that means you're a good coach on offense and defense. No. D'Antoni's is known for his offensive mind. His offensive mind is pretty cool. But his defensive mind, no. Coaching, people person, no. Just facts.
So I was a Melo fan growing up, and obviously I noticed that he's on decline, but he can still ball. So I do agree with Steven Jackson. So Steven Jackson's actually retired. So let's look at some players that are in the league right now, such as D Wade, who agrees with this statement. You have a guy like LeBron, who's his boy. All three of them are boys, so you could say that that's the reason. So let's look at other people. But you got LeBron, D Wade both defending him. Then you have a guy like CJ McCollum defending him, as well as Lillard Lillard. I always have to stutter on someone's name. I don't know why, even though Lillard's my man. But you could clearly see that NBA players are trying to defend him and saying that basically he can ball. Maybe they're all trying to recruit him. Maybe Miami's trying. Maybe LA. Maybe Portland. I'm reading all these comments on Twitter, and all these fan bases are saying we don't want him. But at the end of the day, he can still ball. He's still a great player. He just needs a better system, like coaching, that can like kind of define him. And at the end of the day, I'm not saying that the Rockets can't be it. I actually believe the Rockets may be the answer, but it's only been 11 games of the season, 12 games, 10 games, whatever the case may be. Harden didn't play that many games. Chris Paul was suspended for a couple games. Melo wasn't, like, I don't know what to tell you guys, but they haven't had time to gel. We've seen this before, like in Miami when the big three were formed. We're seeing it now with LA when LeBron joined them. It's very easy to put a team on paper and think it's gonna click. It's easy to play with them in 2K, but in real life, it's not like that. You gotta build chemistry. You gotta build the bonds. So real quick, we're gonna listen to what the GM has to say. I'm gonna skip around because this was a really long interview. So we're gonna skip around real quick, just see what he has to say about Melo and him getting traded. All these rumors that we've been hearing about him basically getting waived or traded one more time, or whatever the case may be.
I'm here because we're about 10 games in. We're struggling, and I thought there's a lot of unfair speculation. So, I mean, fire away with questions. I'll answer them.
Is there an update on what's going on with Carmelo?
Yeah, he's sick tonight. That's pretty much the update. And, you know, I would like, one of the reasons I'm here, besides it's 10 games in, is I think there's just a lot of unfair, you know, like rumors and everything going around about him. He's been great with us. As Coach said yesterday, his approach has been great. He's accepted every role Coach has given him, starting, off the bench, whatever it's been. You know, we're struggling as a team, and it's my job, it's Coach's job to figure this thing out. But we're from guy 1 to guy 15. And I'll put myself in there. You know, a lot of this is on me right now. You know, we're not playing well, and we got to figure it out. So, you know, we're evaluating everything, but yeah.
You can't say at this point that he's going to finish the season here.
I would answer that the same as every player on the roster. We have to figure out everything when we're looking at everything.
Is it unfair that he's being singled out for?
Yeah, that's actually why I'm here. I think it's extremely unfair that he's being singled out. You know, you look at literally every player on the roster, and they're below career norms. They're below where they're at. And, you know, I'm encouraged. I'm very encouraged over the last, you know, since the start of the year. I feel like we've been playing better. Obviously, we've lost a couple of games again, but we're encouraged with the direction of things, but you know, the reality is we're nowhere near where we expect to be, and we have high expectations, and we're going to stick with those, and that's where we're at.
Daryl, there was a report just a few minutes ago that Carmelo was informed his time will be ending here soon. Is that inaccurate?
Yeah, that's inaccurate.
Some things were unfair. Are they becoming either a distraction or a hindrance to what you guys are trying to accomplish?
You know, it's an easy thing to say, yeah, but it isn't. Our problem is we can't shoot the basketball. That's a hindrance to the problem. And we've got to fix that, and we've got to, you know, start winning, get back on track.
When Melo's back healthy, he still has a role on this team, right?
Melo's been great, and he's done everything we've asked from, you know, he started some game, didn't start, played a lot of minutes, little minutes. So he's been super, and whatever we've asked. And I know, just what Daryl said, they're exploring all options because we're getting a full everybody coming back, and it squeezes certain things, and then we'll see how it goes.
Do you think it's unfair that Carmelo's being singled out for the problems?
Oh, no, without a doubt. No. And it doesn't, you know, again, winning, losing, that doesn't really, I mean, it's definitely not his fault. And I don't know if it's even related, the two. But this is just something that Daryl is exploring his options or whatever, and they'll, you know, work it out. But it's definitely unfair to him.
But there you have it, folks. I do actually think they will probably get rid of him in a sense. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about everything about Melo. Do you guys think he could still play? Do you think he should retire? I just want to know. The last thing before we go, I saw this tweet yesterday, and I actually do agree with it 100%. And honestly, it's a shame, because if he does end up joining the Warriors, we're all just gonna be like, wow, we're gonna talk all this smack, and if he wins the ring, we're gonna say, wow, Melo this, Melo that. But at the end of the day, we're telling him that rings matter. We're telling him that he can't win one. We're telling him that no team wants him. So is it really his fault? That tweet is kind of supposed to be an eye-opener to us as NBA fans. We gotta realize these guys are humans, and we gotta respect them as human beings. Carmelo Anthony is still better than like 90% of the American population, probably more. He still could bowl. I'm actually lying. It's probably like 98%, maybe 99.999%, and it's probably closer to the 99.9%. So if you're not better than him, we probably shouldn't be talking. But yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm not a Melo stan. I'm just here to talk. I love you guys. We'll do more of these in the future. 2K video coming out tomorrow. I'll see you guys later. It's been your boy Mosballin and Ballin.